are we feeling? We are feeling good. We got
Jesse. You feel good?
I'm feeling so good.
I'm feeling good.
He's got his bucket hat on. He's got some coffee in his hand, and we are feeling good on this Friday.
Bucket hats, baby.
Nothing wrong with a little bucket hat and a little little energy. Get that liquid energy. Get the sleepies out. Casey, what's happening? I see you hopping on here. I knew Mike Bartlett was going to be getting on. He just got his new Crucible gear. And he's
Mike Bartlett's crushing it. I've been seeing him on some Instagram videos.
Dude, he crushes it. He's a beast. He's an absolute beast. And we're getting right into it today. And today we're talking about how to have the best school year yet. And you're like, oh no, I can't. Summer it
flew by.
Flew by. Absolutely flew by. I cannot believe that it is here. But I'm actually kind of ready for it. Hey, Red Sox 2-3. What's your name, Red Sox? Maldonado, what's happening, baby? Declan popping on. Hey, so before we get rocking, where's Coach Joey? He's taking a nap in the office. He's taking a nappy nap. You know, he's got the sleepies in his eyes. What's happening? Oh, Pilches, we miss you. We were actually just talking the other day about how much we missed you, and we cannot wait to see you in here. But yeah, absolutely, Casey, that's right. Look, there you go, Coach Joey. Coach Joey must have woke up. He must have heard you, Maldonado.
Wakey.
He heard you, wakey. But first thing, I want to hop on real quick and let you guys know, hey, some of you guys have been asking, we got the protein back in. Protein back in, our Ascent protein. We got it in. We even got some more samples back in because I know 100%. You guys have been wanting more of those single-serving samples. And we're going to kind of get into this a little bit more. I just want to let you know we got it back in. We heard you. We got it back in. So
talk about some of those new flavors too.
We're going to get there. You just wait. So thanks for being on, man. Thanks for being on. We love this. This is going to be the best one yet. You know, we're always trying to take it to that next level. So here we go. We're diving right in. Our top 5 game-changing moves. We believe these are game changers when it comes to having the best school year yet. Everybody's all like, whoa, is me, school coming up. I'm like, yes, opportunities to learn. Let's go. Crucible TV, that's right, Coach Joey, Crucible TV. We're feeling good. We want to learn. I think knowledge, whoever gets the knowledge, they come out on top in the end. So 100%. Be excited about going to school and learning. And I know there's going to be tough stuff. I know you're going to have drama at school. I know there's going to be teachers. Blah. I get it. Let's snap our bands. We get better doing the tough stuff. And let's put that stuff to the side. You're going to have that the rest of your life. Let's learn how to deal with it. Let's learn how to grow from it. But we think that we've got top 5 here, game-changing actions that you can take to have an incredible school year if you decide to do them. So, number 1, first thing we think you need to have is an open mind. 100%. An open mind, okay? You're going to be learning stuff. You're going to have things told to you. I think you need to have an open mind about a couple things, about some of the stuff you're learning, why it's important to learn it, right? But I also think you need to have an open mind when it comes to maybe meeting new people.
100%.
Right? Don't just go to your same lunch table with your same friends, doing the same thing, talking about the same video games or the same Sports Center episode or the same whatever every single day. No, let's have an open mind and let's start challenging ourselves. Let's start challenging ourselves to go out and meet somebody new or invite somebody new to your lunch table or sit in a new seat. I know some of you guys get assigned seats in school, but if you have the opportunity to sit somewhere new, go do it. Get yourself a little uncomfortable. We're creatures of habit, right? We're creatures of habit, so we like to do what's comfortable naturally. Let's get away from that.
Get to the uncomfortable. Get to the uncomfortable. Don't be afraid to sit next to the kid who doesn't always have somebody to sit with, because you might find out that's a really awesome friend right there. And for real.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Be that guy. Be that light. Be that guy. Be that girl. Be that light. Be that beacon of hope for somebody, maybe. Let that light shine, right? So have that open mind. You're going to have classes where it's like, I don't want to learn this. How am I ever going to learn, or when am I ever going to use this class?
That sounds like wasted energy and wasted time right there.
We're wasting energy. We're wasting time. And maybe the thing you're supposed to be learning isn't necessarily going to be that subject. So maybe history, maybe you won't use that history knowledge in the future, but maybe you learn how to grit through something. Maybe you learn how to grind through. Like, man, I don't want to read this, or I don't want to study this, or I don't want to write this paper. But maybe you learn how to grit through and grind through and say, you know what? I'm going to suck it up. I'm going to do what I need to do to get this grade, get this A. I'm going to start working with somebody. I'm going to figure out, and maybe that's what you learn.
That fires me up.
Yeah, I'm fired up.
Guys, I got to tell you, I had this goal for school every year in college. I wanted to get a 3.0, and I failed every single semester. I'd get so close, and I'd get discouraged. But what happened my senior year, like my last couple semesters, I got a 3.8, and I was like, what in the world? But, hey, sometimes it takes time. Don't be afraid to get right back up. You know, you had a tough year last year in school. Guess what? It smells kind of fresh outside. It's a fresh start. It's a new year.
Fresh start.
And for the teachers, right, you might have heard something about this teacher, this teacher's hard or this, that, or the other. Keep an open mind. Don't knock it until you try the class.
Yep.
You know, don't psych yourself out before you even start.
So, Jesse, so you went from not getting a 3.0 to getting a 3.8.
Yeah.
And maybe we're going to hit, I don't know the answer to this, so we might hit further ahead, but that's okay. What was the thing that allowed you to go from a sub 3.0 to a 3.8?
This is a hard thing to do for like for me, I had a hard time focusing in school, and that was my biggest thing. And I had a hard time tasking my time with a lot of commitments. We have a lot of athletes out here, so there's a lot of seasons and things like that. And for me, it really came down to writing down things. And then also at whatever you're at school, I guarantee you there's people that want to help you, whether it's your teachers, whether it's your counselors. And if they see that you want help, they love that and they want to help you. So go up to them, talk to your teacher, say, hey, how do I get a better grade on this? Even if it's a B, even if it's not a B, it's like, how can I make this B an A? You know what I mean? And I guarantee you that's going to get them all fired up, and they're going to want to do anything in the world for you. Same with the counselors too, or the people in learning services. They see, I would sit down with them and be like, dude, I am really struggling with this class. What do I need to do? What do you think I need to do? And they'd be like, help here. Boom.
Did you ever have anybody be like, no, I'm not helping you?
No. They all want to
People want to help. People want to help, right?
And the worst thing that happens if someone says, if you ask for help, is that they say no. You know,
but they won't. Like you said, they won't say no, because the teachers, they want to help, they want to serve you. So yeah, get out there, ask for, and I think that's a little and then some for you. Go ask for help. Go ask for help before, and ask for that life raft before you need it. If you feel yourself starting to sink, go immediately and say, I need some help. Don't wait till the day before the semester ends and be like, I need help.
100%.
Do it early.
Do it early on. And it's so easy. It's so easy to just go in modes where it's like,
absolutely,
I'm going to do everything myself or things like that. Absolutely. But there's nothing wrong with that.
So there we go. Open mind. Brian, I see you popping on here. Hey, let us know where you're watching from. We can kind of see who's on sometimes. It doesn't always show. So let us know that you're watching. We love seeing you guys on here. If you have any questions, or comments on what we're talking about, if you agree or disagree, we love a good conversation. That's why we're here.
100%.
But the office, Coach Joey's not napping in the office anymore. He woke up. He back there. He's sleeping. There we go. Yeah. So here we go. Number 2. So number 1 is have an open mind, right? Go meet somebody new. Go talk to people. Have an open mind about what you got coming up. Number 2, I want you to make your non-negotiables. North Carolina. I like that, Brian. Brian's the man. He is the man.
He's a beast.
I love it. So what are your non-negotiables? And what I mean about this is it's exactly like what Jesse was just talking about. He had to write things down. He had to go ask for help. He had to go do things differently than he had ever done before to go sub 3.0 to go to a 3.8, right? There's things that you've got to have listed as your non-negotiables. For instance, when I was going through school, when I was so I ended up being an academic All-American, right? That was something I worked really hard for. It was a goal that I had. It was something I was like, I am going to achieve this because I wanted it. So I had to go and set standards for myself and non-negotiables. So one of my simple ones was when I come home, I'm going to get my homework done immediately. I'm not going to put it off. I'm not going to wait. I'm going to get that work done then. Yeah. Before I went and did anything else. Now, if I had practice or something like that, I would go do that. But before I went out and hung out with friends, before I went out out downtown or whatever it was, I would get my work done.
Yep.
And it was a non-negotiable. And I had to be disciplined and say, you know what? Guys would ask, hey, why don't you come out tonight? Sorry, I got to get this paper done. Sorry, I got to get this project done. I did not want anything taken away from that big goal that I had. And that's part of discipline.
You know, right? That sounds a lot to me.
What's it sound like?
You know, we have that saying of hard choices, easy life.
Mm-hmm.
Easy choices, hard life. You know, going out and when you got a paper due, probably not the move. It's probably not the easiest choice.
No,
right? It's a hard choice to say no to your friends, especially your buddies. But sometimes you got to do what's right for you.
Absolutely. And Brian said it best right there. Discipline, desire, dedication. Get it done in the classroom so you can get it done on the field. And that's exactly what it is. You got to be disciplined in 100%. What you're wanting. So make those non-negotiables. Maybe it's eliminating distractions. Like Jesse said, I had a hard time focusing. So maybe one of your non-negotiables is I'm not even going to open my phone as soon as I get home until I get my work done, or whatever you need to get done gets done.
Oh my goodness.
Right?
Even now, that phone, I mean, you know, you hop on IG.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, it's like 20 minutes that you have to study.
20, 30 minutes gone.
Yeah.
So maybe one of your non-negotiables is as soon as you you get home, you put it somewhere in a completely different room and you go get your work done. Boom, get it done. Maybe that's one of your non-negotiables. Maybe one of your non-negotiables is you're going to read another book or what, I don't know, whatever it is. Like whatever it's going to take for you to get your goals done, make it happen. But I think so many times people start like kind of just floating through and they just kind of react to things instead of having a plan and saying, this is how I'm going to go about doing it. Have your plan, list your non-negotiables, and then go.
100%.
Boom.
100%.
Boom.
Love it.
There we go. Number 3. This is my
like
third. And this is kind of a goofy one. I think a lot of people are going to roll their eyes and be like, oh, no, I can't do that. I'm telling you, it's going to make a difference. I'm going to challenge you. Number 3, game-changing action. Will Bartlett, I see you in here. Way to crush it this morning.
Crushing it this morning.
Crush it this morning.
Smokes.
Number 3, I'm going to challenge you to read another book. And you're like, oh, no, I've got so many books I have to read right now. I know, but you don't enjoy them. So I want to challenge you to learn how to enjoy reading. Go out and read something that you enjoy. Maybe it's a Sports Illustrated. I don't care. Read something different to stimulate your mind in a different way. See, I think it's simple. Let's ask this. If you could read better, if you could read quicker, if you could read and get more information the first time you read it, would it make it easier for you in the long run?
Yeah.
100%, right? But it takes practice. Just like anything else, you have to practice doing it. Everybody's like, I hate reading. So then when you go to read your notes, you don't get anything out of it because you hate reading. No, let's stimulate that brain. Let's start teaching ourselves that, we like reading. We like doing these things.
Get fired up
about reading. And like I said, it doesn't have to be anything crazy. Maybe it's a Sports Illustrated. Maybe it's a Sports Illustrated for kids. Maybe it's a book. I just gave somebody Extreme Ownership by Jocko Willink. Like maybe it's good stuff like self-growth kind of stuff too. Whatever it is, get fired up about something.
Maybe it's Harry Potter. It would say, we have a kid named, I don't know if he's listening right now, but Brady Harrison.
I love him.
And Coach Ryan was like, he was getting him warm. He was giving his mindset talk, and he's kind of the same idea of reading a book. He's like, go out, do things that you're not used to. Read a book. And then Brady was like, I've read like 6 books. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, anyway, he's telling me he's reading Harry Potter. He's
100%. And that's what Mike's just saying there. He's saying, read something you already know you like. Yeah. If you already know you like it, go read it again. Read it again.
Cal Dietz triphasic training.
Triphasic training. If you're a nerd like this guy, read some like gritty stuff. But again, I'm going to challenge you, and I know that's weird and nobody else does that. I'm telling you, it's going to be a game changer for you. Game changer. We're trying to get better results than we got last year, so we got to do different things this year than we did last year. Give it a try. I think it can be a game-changing move for you. Hey, take it, leave it, whatever you want to do. I think it could be a game changer for you. Plus, you get to learn something a little new, maybe. So there we go. So number 1, stimulate the brain. Stimulate. Number one, keep an open mind. Number 2, non-negotiables. What are your non-negotiables? And 3, read another book. Will's saying he's getting your books. Yeah, baby, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm liking there.
Read stuff.
Read stuff you don't like, so you start liking. Hey, there you go.
Works for you, my man.
Yeah, and sometimes you got to read the tough stuff. right?
100%.
You gotta challenge yourselves. I like reading some of the like medical stuff because it challenges me. I don't talk like a doctor, in here. So when I start reading some of those things, I have to like really like put my thinking cap on and like, let me focus on this.
That brain is growing right there.
But it forces me to grow. So I think that's that's a great idea. That's a great idea. Read something maybe that you don't like all the time. So there we go. Number four, we're popping on. I love this feedback. You guys are crushing it today. And those books on our table are awesome. They are awesome. Boom. So number four, if you want to have an incredible year, if you want to have a great school year, this is, I think, one of the best things that you can do.
Get your sleepies.
Get your sleepies. Go to bed. Get some sleep. Everybody's staying up all night, 1 o'clock in the morning, and then complaining they can't get up and they can't focus early on in the morning. And
you can't beat the sun up if you're going to bed at 1 in the morning.
You can't
beat the sun.
We're trying to beat the sun up.
Yeah.
We're trying to beat the sun up. So you got to get in bed. And I know that you guys have homework. I know you have those things you have to do. That's where the discipline comes in. That's where your non-negotiables come in. So that way all that stuff gets done, and then you can go to bed. You can do the things that you want to do, right? Get the stuff you need to do done, and then you can get the stuff that you want to do. And I think one of the paramount things for an athlete, for anybody, is recovery. And one of the biggest times for recovery is sleeping. Will likes sleeping. Willie, we got both the Wills like sleeping. A lot of Wills like sleeping. I like that. Bryce probably likes sleeping. He's just popping on. He probably likes sleeping. I like sleeping.
I like sleeping,
right?
Too.
I like sleeping, but sometimes you just took a nap. Nothing wrong with a little 20-minute nap, right? But you gotta get your sleep. If you want to be able to perform on the field, if you want to be able to perform in the classroom, you gotta make sure that you are getting your sleep, right? If you're just sleeping through your classes, you're wasting your time. Like, come on, like, no wonder we're not getting the grades we want to get. No wonder we're not having the year we want to have.
Yeah.
Right?
And talking, kind of going back to one of our, first points of trying to build, a solid relationship with your teachers and put yourself in a position to succeed. If you're not getting sleep, right, and you go into class all tired, Ryan and I might get it that you're tired, but your teachers don't always get that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that might get them upset and might not help you so much with your grades if you're going into class sleeping or yawning when the teacher's presenting. Trust me, I've been there. a couple of times, But, just make sure we're getting that good sleep.
Get your sleep.
100%.
Absolutely. Casey went to bed at 7:30 last night.
That's awesome.
Boom. Where are you from again, Casey? You're from Michigan, right? I remember that, right? And Mike, man, I took 100% effort on my recovery recently and caught up. Yeah, quick. Took 4 days off. Holy smokes. Hey, sometimes you need it. Brains need it too. Amen to that. Amen to that, Mike. There's that cognitive side. There's the physical side. There's the emotional side. Like all that stuff.
It's all connected.
It's all connected from the mind, body, spirit, soul. Like all that stuff is connected. And if one's out of whack, right, everything else is going to suffer.
I was actually reading an article. I forget the article. Sorry, guys. But I was reading an article where your body actually feels physically sore sometimes when you're mentally drained or emotionally drained, which I thought was really interesting too, kind of going back to that connection.
Absolutely. And then think about also this. If we're going to take this another step further into like the nutrition side of things, like when you're sleepy, you start craving all those carbohydrates, right? And all that
those
stuff.
cartoon box sugar.
All the cartoon box sugar. Like we don't need that. That's not helping you out with your performance. That's not helping you mentally. That's just slowing you even further down. But your body starts craving it because it wants that little perk up. Like get that perk up from sleeping. So there we go. I like sleeping. Declan likes sleeping. This is making me tired. Plus that workout, dude. Will, you crushed it. Will, you crushed it. Declan, you crushed it, man.
They do crush it.
They do. Awesome. They do. They crush it. So we're going to go into the last one. Last game-changing move we think that can help you have a game-changing year.
Yes.
Number one was keep an open mind. Number 2, come up with your non-negotiables. Number 3 was read another book, a different book. Number 4 was get your sleepies, right? And number 5, and you're going to be like, oh, man, eat better. Eat breakfast.
Eat your breakfast.
Eat your breakfast. Eat your breakfast. I'm going to say it one more time. Eat your breakfast.
I'm going to say it another time. Eat your breakfast.
But oh, I don't like eating breakfast in the morning.
It's too early.
It's too early. That's because you're sleepy. You got to get your sleepy. You're still like sleeping. You're waking up 5 minutes before you get on the bus. Like
100%.
Go get breakfast.
Get breakfast.
If you had a Ferrari like Will Bartlett has, if you had a Ferrari, right? You gotta make sure that you're putting the good fuel in it. You've got to. Like this is better than a Ferrari up here, right? And if you're not giving it any fuel, it's not going to perform for you. You gotta eat breakfast. You have to. You gotta wake up. You gotta fuel the body. Let's think about it. If you went to bed at 10 o'clock and then you wake up at 6 and then you don't eat again till 10 or 11 or 12, like you've gone over half a day without eating. And no wonder, you can't put weight on in the weight room, right? And you're sluggish and you have no energy, right? And, oh, man, I can't focus or think because my tummy's always growling. Eat your breakfast. And I'm not saying it has to be anything crazy.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't have to be a 5-course breakfast.
No. Maybe get yourself up and have a little omelet, or you get yourself some oatmeal.
And I'm not talking about that sugary nonsense oatmeal. I'm talking about
not the dino eggs. No dino eggs, even though they're so good.
I love me some dino eggs.
I do love some dino eggs oatmeal.
Maybe once a week dino eggs,
okay,
but not during the school week.
It's so good. I know. I love it too. They're just so good, right?
Good. I love them.
But you got to get some good oatmeal. So something that we do, and this kind of goes into what we talked about at the very beginning, and this is why we just restocked, okay? One of the things I like to do, this is like my favorite thing.
This is the best.
I get my oatmeal. I put a big scoop of peanut butter in there.
That's like a few of my favorite things.
And then I put some of this in, some chocolate protein powder. And then I mix it all up. I put a little milk in there. And guess what you got? You got a Reese's Peanut Butter Cup oatmeal for breakfast.
Good. It's so good.
So then you're getting your good carbohydrates. You're getting your good protein in. You already got 25 grams of protein. Boom, 100%. Like that as soon as you wake up. Boom, there we go. We're talking about all of a sudden we're stimulating. We're starting up. And that workout that you had the night before, boom, all of a sudden muscles are building. All that 100%. Stuff that you're going to have later on in the day. 100%. Boom, we got our nutrition. We're ready to rock. And you should be drinking something like this immediately after a workout anyways, right? 100%. So you should definitely get some of this in your life. We just got some. We got samples if you want to try samples. We got bags. We got big bags of vanilla and chocolate.
Guys, I think that's a game changer move.
Game changer.
Sure. The oatmeal's a game changer move because it doesn't take too long either.
Yeah.
It really doesn't. It's like, it's so early in the morning. I got to get to school. I got to make the bus. You can get a paper bowl. Yeah. Put your oats. Put your powder in it. You put peanut butter. Even add a piece of fruit. Add a banana.
Yeah. There we go. There you go. So, and hey, Will, if you're allergic to peanuts, don't do the peanut butter. Get your oatmeal and then the protein, right? Yeah. Get something. They have proteins out there that don't have nuts and things like that 100%. In them, right? So
that's tough, Will. I feel for you, baby.
That is hard.
That's hard.
That is hard.
Like my favorite thing in the world.
It is. It's like my favorite thing in the world too. But there's ways around it. Again, it can be a challenge. But that's also every challenge is an opportunity to get better, get a little bit growing. That's that cherish the challenge thing that we're always talking about. I heard that's like a cool saying, cherish the challenge. I heard that's like a good mindset, a good style like that cherish the challenge. 100%. You know what I'm saying? So we just got this in. Like I said, we just got the Ascent protein. Oh, another cool fact about this stuff. I partnered with them. We as a Crucible partnered with them like 2.5, 3 years ago. They just partnered with USA Olympic weightlifting. And that's the first time that USAW has ever partnered with anybody nutrition-based. So
they must really believe in that. Wow.
Yeah. Awesome. So that's kind of pretty sweet that we're partnered with the same people that USA Weightlifting is. And we were ahead of the game, baby. Yeah. So you like that? We're on the edge. We on the leading edge. So there you go. You need a band, Casey? I might know a guy that can get you a band. I might know a guy.
What's up, Kaylee? How you doing?
So there we go. So those are our top 5 game-changing moves. If you have any questions on any of them, be sure to pop them in, your questions in real fast. We'd love to answer them. But let's go over them again. Number 1, keep an open mind. Keep an open mind this year. But challenge yourself. Challenge yourself.
Try new things.
Try those new things. 2, create those non-negotiables. What are going to be your non-negotiables? Whether it's I'm not getting on my phone before my homework's done, or I'm getting my homework done before I do anything else, whatever that is, right? Don't put that stuff off. Number 3, read another book. oh no, Ryan, I don't like reading, or I have enough to read. Read a different book. Read a different book, stimulate that mind in a different way, challenge yourself in a different way, and learn to like to read so that way you can learn, you can read a little quicker, you can pull more information out even quicker and more efficiently and better, so that way it takes less time to do your homework and reading and comprehension. Oh man, I'm just rolling right now. Number 4, get your sleepies. Get your sleepies. You got to make sure. Get your sleepies. Make sure you're getting your sleepy in. Make sure you're recovering. Jesse's not in the back of the bus. I know. He bumped
What's
up.
I'm bumped up, guys.
Bumped up to the front of the bus. I'm so proud of him. I love it. And yeah, get your sleep. Get your recovery. If you want this to work for you, right? You gotta fuel it. You gotta recover it, right? And then number 5, eat breakfast. Eat your breakfast. That's a game-changing move. Get up just 5 minutes earlier. Like,
do you know you actually burn calories when you think, like when you're thinking really hard and you're really studying? You're actually burning calories with your brain.
Absolutely.
So if we're burning calories at practice and we're burning calories at studying and just throughout your whole day, you got to eat breakfast.
Got to eat your breakfast.
Got to eat breakfast. And back to the eating breakfast thing, we don't normally have kids throw up, but when they do throw up during a training session, it's because they didn't eat breakfast.
Right.
Normally,
so many
all the time. So many of the times because they didn't have breakfast. They'll be like, what did you eat for breakfast?
Nothing.
Crazy.
Yep.
Crazy talk.
And again, maybe it's just grabbing a protein shake, like we said, a cent protein. Maybe it's just grabbing a quick protein shake, doing something simple like that. Like, hey, shake it up, out the door, but at least you got some good stuff. Drew, what's happening? We see you popping on there. But we are actually just hopping off, Drew. So you're going to have to make sure that you go back to the beginning of this and rewatch this because we're talking about having a great school year. And I know you want to have a great school year. Y'all are crushing it. So, hey, thanks so much for joining us. You know, every Friday at 12:30, Hugo popping on. Every Friday, 12:30, we are here each and every Friday talking about something new. And, you know, we like getting fired up. We love having you on here. And, again, if you have any questions, message us. We love answering your questions. If you have any ideas of things you want to hear about, we want to talk about what you want to hear about. So, parents, if you're popping on there, you know, hey, shoot us a message. We love doing this. This fills our soul, and we love having Jesse up in the front of the bus.
Appreciate it.
So, Will, absolutely, you're welcome for doing this. Appreciate your hard work. Mike,
thank you.
Keep rocking that gear. Keep rocking that gear.
Watkins, my man.
Declan,
appreciate you, brother.
You rock. Drew just had baseball workout. That's why I was late on here. Cherish the challenge. Hey, Drew,
I love it, Drew.
You the man. Keep up the great work. We see you doing some amazing things. We see Gorilla Mike doing some amazing things in that Crucible gear.
100%.
So he's probably ripped the sleeves off already because he's getting big.
He's 212% bigger biceps.
Yep.
Stronger biceps.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys do that, but if you put one of these shirts on, it increases your biceps by 212%, which is kind of cray-cray. But anyways, hey, love you guys. Have an amazing weekend. And, hey, shoot us some of this stuff. We want to know what some of your non-negotiables are. Shoot us some messages on what you're thinking. And if you need help working through any of this stuff, you know we're just a direct message away. So love you guys. And we are going to bring you another episode next Friday, 12:30, right here.
Can't wait.
Cannot wait. Love you guys. Take it easy.
See you.
Man, that's good stuff.